Hello everyone. Well, the title says it all really. This is just a Nezhmetdinov game to brighten your day. So Rashid Nezhmetdinov is playing white and he's playing against Yuri Kotkov. And as much as I tried to research this guy Kotkov, I couldn't find any information whatsoever about him on the internet. Other than the game was played in 1957 in Krasnodar, Russia. And the reason I decided to show this game, well, it has, entertaining values as well as educational. Rashid really shows how to play a game when you're ahead in development. So let's see the game. Rashid is white and he plays e4. We have e5 by Kotkov, knight to f3, knight to c6, and Rashid plays bishop to b5, the Rui Lopez. So we have knight to f6, the Berlin defense, and we have castles by Rashid. Knight to e4, rook to e1, and knight to d6. And here Rashid captures, knight captures on e5, we have bishop to e7, and now bishop back to d3 by Rashid. So black castles, we have knight to c3, knight captures on e5, rook captures on e5, and now bishop to f6. And this kind of reminds you of the martial gambit, except the knight and the bishop have switched places. So Rashid plays rook to e3, we have g6 by Kotkov, queen to f3, attacking the bishop, so the bishop is put away to g7, and we have b3 by Rashid. So Kotkov plays knight back to e8, and Rashid plays bishop to a3, attacking the rook. Rashid doesn't think twice about developing a piece with a tempo. So we have d6 by Kotkov, rook a to e1, doubling up on the e-file, and now we have knight to f6. And this is, preparing to develop the light square bishop here to g4, attacking the queen, so Rashid stops it. He plays h3. And now we have a knight to d7 by Kotkov. He gets the idea that he would like to capture this knight on c3, because this bishop is kind of blocking this d pawn from developing. But if you look at this position, Rashid already has all of his pieces developed. Look at this, both of the rooks are very nicely placed on the e-file. Both of the bishops are eyeing the black king on g8, the queen is developed, the knight is developed, and Kotkov has already played 6 moves with this knight, putting it to d7, and it's only move 15. So Rashid doesn't allow this, of course. He plays knight to d5, and this is a very nice position for white. So what Rashid did with this knight d5 move, he's actually preventing black from playing something like b7. If he plays b7, then simply knight to e7 check will pick up the rook, and he can't really play c6 to kick the knight away from there, because knight to e7 again checking the black king will pick up the d6 pawn. So it's extremely hard to find a move for black. You could play something like rook to b8, simply to get this rook out of the queen's way, but that's too slow of a move to play against someone like Rashid. So black tries an active move, and he plays f5. And in this position, there are a lot of good moves. White can play something like rook to e7, simply owning black position. He could play something like bishop to c4. He could play queen to f4, simply improving the position and really going for this d6 pawn. And Rashid finds an even faster way to win this. And what's interesting about Rashid's next move is that the engine dislikes it. The engine doesn't think it's a good move. And Rashid plays knight captures on c7. And this is, you can't really refuse this offering, because if you refuse by playing something like rook to b8, you'd get a knight to e6, and this is attacking the queen and the rook. So after knight to c6, you kind of do have to capture the knight. So queen captures on c7 is played. And here Rashid plays queen to d5 check. So the black king has to move to h8, and now Rashid plays rook to e8. And it's funny, as it usually is in the games of Mikhail Tal and Rashid Nezhmetdinov, the computer dislikes their move at a certain point, but a couple of moves later the computer really loves their position. So after rook to e8, the computer actually agrees, yeah, this is a very good move and it was a good idea. So here we have knight to f6 by Kotkov, attacking the white queen. So Rashid captures on f8, rook captures on f8, bishop captures on f8, and now Rashid plays bishop to b2, pinning this knight. So this knight cannot move. So Kotkov defends it, bishop to g7, and now Rashid finds a very nice Rashid move. He plays bishop to c4, offering a queen. But of course the queen can't be captured. If the queen is captured, then simply rook to e8 leads to instant checkmate. So after bishop to c4, he tried bishop to d7, simply allowing this rook to control the last rank. And in here, Rashid played bishop captures on f6, bishop captures on f6, and now queen to f7. Now the queen is attacking this bishop. And well, Kotkov in this move, he plays queen to d8 to somehow protect this bishop from certain doom, and well, Rashid finishes the game in a very nice blow. He plays rook to e8 check, and this is game over instantly. Because whatever black plays, it's game over. If the queen captures the rook, then simply queen captures bishop on f6. This is instant checkmate. And if the bishop captures the rook, well, then the queen is no longer controlling the last rank, and simply queen to f8 is, again, instant checkmate. So yeah, a very nice game by Nezhmetdinov, and like I said, I just wanted to show a very nice miniature by Nezhmetdinov. As I said, I will return to my Nezhmetdinov series. So that's it for this game. I do hope you enjoyed it. And like I said, I couldn't find any information whatsoever about this Kotkov guy. I don't know if he's an international master or grandmaster or anything. So if any of you have any idea who he was, please do share in the comments. And as usual, you can check two of my previous videos here. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you soon.